Now, the other somatic symptom that I've come across is actually skin outbreak. You have tried all kinds of steroid creams, seen the doctor, tried various treatment. If it's still persistent, you may want to consider that it could be psychosomatic. Okay, yeah, meaning that there are emotional stresses that is actually because of this. All right, now there was a client. When she met me, she told me that she started using Healy because she has very severe eczema. And where is the eczema? The eczema is actually on her hand, her palm. Okay, so it was so bad that the palm was blistered. Okay, blistered means that fluids actually is oozing out, and her whole hand is actually sticky, and she always have to like hold tissue paper to absorb the fluid. So it was that bad. So as she was telling me her situation, I look at her, from head to toe, and then I said, show me your hand. And then her hand was perfect, everything was good. So I said, I don't see any skin outbreak. So I asked her which Healy program helped her. She said none of the skin programs help her. So when she started with the Healy, she actually used all the skin programs, beauty skin program, right? For the skin, it did not work, makes no difference to her. Until one day, she had very bad quarrel with a boyfriend. Okay, conflict, huge conflict. And she went to Power of 3 and she started using on the pink app conflict balance. Okay, and you know what happens? She observed that her palms dried up after the first initial use. Okay, the blisters actually stopped. So she was surprised. So every day she started to use conflict balance every single day. And you know what? Her skin healed. Her skin healed totally. Until when I met her, I couldn't see any sign of skin issues at all. Okay, so this is another example of conflicts that can result in somatic symptoms. That means body symptoms. Okay, now if anyone has gone through depression, severe loss, crisis, okay, Power of 3 here is actually good for big crisis. Okay, for example, business failure, bankruptcy, divorce, sudden loss, grief, okay, depression, and you cannot seem to get out of it. Follow this protocol. Okay, this protocol here that I've shown here, each day run 2 programs, and you repeat this, okay, 2 to 3 times a day. All right, meaning what? Monday, for example, if you start on day 1, Monday, you use conflict, and immediately after that use rebalance. 2 programs at a time. You can do this in the morning with let's say 15-30 minutes break between conflict balance and rebalance. All right, so you use this pair in the morning. Okay, then in the evening you can use it again, conflict balance and rebalance. If your situation is very, very severe, then you can do 3 times. Okay, that means it's so severe that you are even not working, right? So you will do it conflict balance and rebalance in the morning, then afternoon repeat, and then evening repeat this pair 3 times. So 2 to 3 times. You can do this for over 3-week period for very severe cases. Okay, and then Tuesday will be the same thing, but it will be defense support with rebalance, this pair. All right, third day, Wednesday, will be friendly flora with rebalance. Okay, and then Thursday, you repeat again this pair, and then Friday, this pair, and then Saturday will be this pair. Okay, and then Sunday, you take a complete rest, and then you start again for over 3 weeks. All right, okay, so this is to resolve conflict and all the side effects of that conflicts. Okay, yeah. And what happens when you use conflict balance is that people told me that after a conflict, if you use conflict balance, you make up as if nothing has happened. Okay, yeah. So there is no gap and there is no awkwardness when you make up with a person. Okay, yeah. And it's so fast. Some of them tell me that within 10 minutes of vibrating conflict balance, even using the blue app, using power of 3, within 10 minutes, you know, the person's temperature, anger, level of anger and aggression will just simmer down significantly. Okay, yeah. So power of 3, you can, if you're using this protocol, best to use it either with your Healy high wave or with your electrodes. Okay, use it with electrodes. Unless you have metals in the body that is not suitable for that, then you can use the coil, high wave, and you can even use the blue app. Okay, now let's say if spouse having that severe conflict, you can create a group in the blue app. Okay, create a group. That means husband and wife, spouse, on the right hand hold this Healy device. So the husband and the wife put them together here and record the vibration. That means the combined vibration, and then you analyze power of 3. Okay, and then do the vibration for both at the same time. Okay, yeah. So this group here can be with anyone. Let's say with your son, or let's say if the son and the daughter are both having bad conflict, then they can do the same. All right, so yeah, that is provided they are willing to cooperate with you to record the vibration. Okay, that means for son and daughter, is it? Let's say children, 2 children are having conflict. Yes, you can create the group for them. Yeah. So power of 3, how to do the analysis? Okay, you create the group under client, right? Choose the group, and then it will prompt you to record the vibration of the group lah. Whether it's 2 person that have the conflict, or you want the whole family also can, because then if there are 4 of you, then all 4 of you put your right hand together, hold the Healy, and then record your collective vibration. Then after that, you just go to the analysis, choose power of 3, straight away choose power of 3 and analyze. So it will give you 5 programs from here. So it may not come out exactly this 4. It may come out conflict balance, defense, and maybe classical energetic and another 2. Okay or not? But it does not matter, you can just do the vibration. Yeah, whatever that comes out, you can just do the vibration. Then somebody asks, is it all right to use 6 times wire in a day? Okay, because you're using 2. Okay, if the percentage is low, it may be okay. All right, if you find that it's too much, switch to coil. Okay, switch to coil. Yeah, so make sure that you drink enough water. Okay, because otherwise you'll feel very dry, dehydrated. Now, friendly flora, why do you need friendly flora? Friendly flora here is actually the gut bacteria. All right, so this is to support the gut bacteria. So you may want to also take in the probiotics. okay, probiotics to have the input of gut bacteria and use this to support your gut bacteria to replenish, all right, because the bacteria here actually produce certain chemicals that are favorable to the brain, all right, so it helps the brain in terms of its neural pathway, all right, the endocrine pathway to create the balance in the brain so that you can get out of the depressive feelings, okay, and whatever that is holding you back and troubling you. So it brings down all the neural stresses, okay, yeah. Then the defense support is actually this, okay, this particular bioenergetic defense here. So this defense support here is to support you because when you are having a bad conflict, having a bad quarrel, for example, their words play in your mind repeatedly, circling in your head. So you want to have a mental defense, okay, this one here, all right. So your feel, subtle feel, will be affected by their energy, you know, yeah, because you will be having damage, leakage, etc. So it protect, defend your subtle feel. And then what happens here is your sleep. So because these are all the side effects of having that conflict, right? You cannot sleep at night. So here, this is defending and protecting you when you are sleeping so that you are able to sleep, you're able to relax, all right? Then the general protection, cell harmony here will be defending you from, let's say, your immunity. Because of the stress, your whole immune system is going to decrease, compromise, and therefore here, okay, you have the protection. So the defense support here will be all of this, okay, in that one program. You are actually supporting yourself, defending your body in so many different areas. That this session here is for educational purpose, and as I share about how to use Healy and MAGHEALY, okay, these are based on my own experience, so therefore you have to experience it yourself and then make your own judgment, discretion, whether it's suitable for you or whether you have to tweak a little bit on the usage, all right? So do not take everything that I share wholesale, you know, as if it's a recommendation, all right? So the Healy and MAGHEALY programs, today we are doing it to harmonize relationships, okay? But if you're using it to support your health, please be advised that the Healy and MAGHEALY, they are not medical advice and not medical device. So therefore, you still need to seek professional help if you have any health concerns. Okay, that's very important. So a little bit about myself for those who are joining us for the first time. I'm Christi Wong from Singapore, and I am an energetic profiling life coach for several years now. And then I have counseling, meridians background, as well as biology. So when I do my sharing, everything is encompassed inside as well. Okay, so I have used Healy and MAGHEALY for coming close to 4 years now, and then prior to that I used similar kind of devices for about 8 years ago. All right, yeah. So so I have compiled all this knowledge and put together for those who wish to actually learn how to use Healy in a much deeper manner. And from my sharing, I always want to go deep so that, you know, we can maximize, you know, all the tools that we have in Healy and MAGHEALY.